whole idea of 3 weeks on, 1 week off, like 3 weeks pushing, 1 week recovery. Boy, 3 weeks for someone who's working 40 or 50 hours a week and is running kids around to sports and music and maintaining relationships. Man, you're building 3 weeks on of progressively increasing intensity and training load. That's a long time. Yet that was the model for so many years. And I just find it wholly unrealistic, right? Like it's just such a long time to continually add stress to the body when they're probably dealing with stress outside of training. Right?
So how do you approach it? Do you have like down weeks? Do you ramp up as weeks pass? Do you do one up, one down? Or do you have them all pretty similar and just ask some people how they're feeling? Like, how do you approach that balance between training stress and training recovery, which we need to have in balance? How do you approach that in terms of scheduling weeks or months or days in advance?
Yeah, it's again, like where we live, or I guess this could be anywhere, but also dealing with people who shift work, right?
Yeah.
So there's a guy who's he's a week up north, and then he's a week at home. And so when he's up, he's going away to work away from home, he's putting in, I believe it's 12 to 14-hour days, and he's got to find time to eat and sleep, and right. So how much training time does he realistically have? Very, very little. Well, when he's home, it's typically a heavy week. When he goes away, it's a forced light week, right? And so that's where it becomes a little bit individual. But I definitely find that the 3 weeks on, 1 week off, if you want to look at that, is very few people can maintain it. I would say, if I was to pick, say, an average person that I deal with, it's more like 10 days of training, 10 or 11, and then you get 3-4 rest days. I've just found that people tend to, and again, it goes back to that mental part of, okay, I can push for 10 days, and those 4 days of recovery are going to be pretty awesome. And it's not that far in the future that they're like, yeah, I can push for 3 more days, and then thankfully I get this recovery period. And I find that kind of that short build, little break, short build, little break, that it's both mentally and physically good for people.